6:30 in the morning. Sun's not up yet. We're about to get on a plane headed to Harlingen, Texas, and then from there we're going to drive to Raymondville and hopefully rescue 3 cars out of an airplane hangar on a dirt strip airport, which is cool. We have found quite a few classics in the past sitting in the airplane hangar, so if you got them sitting in your airplane hangar, hit us up at socialcbjeep.com and let us know. Anyway, I'll give you a lead on one of the cool ones in the group, 1974 Roadrunner GTX. As you Mopar guys know, that was the lowest production B-body of that year. Special car, so grab your cup of joe and let's go. It's that time of day again. I usually have my prepped meals from Factor 2 to 3 times a day. They're always fresh, never frozen. I'll just pick this right off the top because I like all of them. What do we have? White cheddar chicken. Dietitian approved, chef prepared. Tons of my favorite meals are on there. So I've seen the Factor trucks all over Murphy and Wylie, which is the area where my shop is, and my home, delivering meals. I have personally had emails and talked to quite a few people that watch and subscribe to the show on YouTube that have started Factor. Some personal friends, acquaintances, and Coffee Walk team members. It's working for them. I love it. Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use coffeewalk50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code coffeewalk50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. It's ready and it's hot. White cheddar chicken. Chicken for your protein, 680 calories in this specific meal. Some of them are in the 800s. 43 grams of protein. Tastes great. Again, only 2 minutes out of your day. Factor, you gotta try it. Landing strip. Morning, sir.
Morning.
Hi, Dennis Collins.
Dennis, how are you, sir?
Good, sir. How about you?
Trucking along.
So you're an aircraft mechanic?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding.
Yes, sir. Well, imagine you came to look at the Plymouth.
I would love to see the Plymouth first, but I understand you have a few other cars that you might sell.
Yeah, well, they are. That Buick back there is for sale, too.
Okay.
Between the robbery and the new owners, it's just not going to happen for me, so I got to clean it out and make room for whoever they're going to put in here.
What do you know about this?
My buddy Matt Kiefer, who actually owns that car, turned me on to this, but it was a twofer deal. In order to get the Plymouth, I had to get the Buick.
Okay.
So the lady's husband had passed away, and I went over there and I looked, and he had told me that it was a 74 Plymouth GTX. So I kind of looked them up, and yeah, they only made the 380 of them, so it's a rare car. It's a significant car. And it needed a lot of work, but it's worth it. And I got it, and I did a little research, but the Buick seemed to be in a little bit better shape, and since there's more of them, I could...
Parts are easier.
And I could do what I want with it, you know,
Gotcha.
LS swap or whatever, but this I knew had to go back the way it was. And then in doing that research, I came across this, there was 25 program cars built.
Okay.
This turns out to be one of those cars.
And what leads you to believe that?
There's documentation and several guys out there, they've located 4 or 5 of these cars.
Okay.
It was the first 25 of the serial run, this being one of them. They have all the same options, they all look the same, and they were sent to the regional dealerships.
Were they all B5 blue? Is this B5?
Yeah, I believe so. B5 blue, they all had the half top.
Okay.
All were 440 GTX cars. They were all floor shift, although at some time someone put a steering column out of another one in here that was gold apparently, and they got to playing around with the shifters, but the original stuff is in that box.
So did all the, I'm not familiar with the program cars, and it's great, you get to learn something new today. They were all optioned just like this.
They're all like
So it had rally dash, rally gauges,
yeah,
a tough wheel.
tough wheel, air conditioning, power brakes, disc brakes, all that stuff.
So it looks like original paint, even though they've done some patches on it.
Yeah, it's never been molested as far as I can tell. Like I say, I didn't spend a whole lot of time with it because I got started on the Buick, but it appears to be unmolested. The only thing I've found, there's a few whiskey dents here and there that have been repaired over the years, but looking at the engine and transmission, I don't see any evidence of wrenches on bolts or anything, so I don't think it's ever been out.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think the engine's ever been out of the car.
Got me a little rag here.
There you go.
So there's an RM21, which is Roadrunner, but what's awesome that you want to see here is the U. And like you said, there's 386 of the 440 cars, which this is the last year of the B-body, the last year of the Roadrunner, and then the GTX is the lowest production, which automatically meant when you got the 440, you could not get a 4-speed anymore, unfortunately. So none of these were ever 4-speeds. They were all automatics. Hood pins, turn signals. That's a really high option car.
Yeah,
Bucket seats.
they really meant for it to.
Let's look under the hood, Jaime.
It's undone.
Grab that other side of the seat.
Well, it's on. We'll just go like that.
I had covered it over to keep as much of the dirt out of it as possible, but all the parts
Wash your hands, James.
I got it.
are actually in tubs that came off of it.
Okay, so the car's complete or relatively complete.
Relatively complete. There's just not much missing from it.
Yeah, matching number on the fender tag, which it should be B5 blue, like you said. That's interesting on the program cars. I didn't know that, but if there's if there's 25 of them, this one falls as serial number. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I had heard of it, and I had looked on the forums, and these guys had them. They had located about 4 or 5 of them, and then when I posted this one, it really blew up. So
Is this the original motor? Have you ever checked the numbers?
I haven't checked the numbers, but like I say, it doesn't look like it's ever been out of the car.
Yeah, the numbers over there on the passenger side of the bottom's a little bit of a pain, but
You want to lift that off?
Yeah, we'll take this dude completely off.
Slide by the back.
course port doesn't look like it's been out. That's pretty much an unobtainable hood.
Yeah, yeah, I noticed.
That needs some repair.
Makes it a lot.
So what's neat on the Mopars, even though which we checked these recently, the number's down there on the passenger side as far as where the vent is, but you can see up here on top it's 440 HP motor, so it's a very good start. Nothing leads me to believe it'd be wrong. We will check that, but wow. Gonna take a month of Sundays. It's a cool car. It needs a lot of work though.
I figured it was about $40,000 or $50,000 to restore. I did see one go across, I think it was Barrett Jackson, for about 92.
So going back to the program car, which is cool, I'm learning something today and I absolutely love that. So generally when the next year of cars, they start in the 9th month. So this was built in the 8th month, which means it would have to be one of the very, very first 74s, which would lead me to believe that we run this number here, 1814.
Yes,
It's gonna be one of the first 25. So you think the 14 is do these start at 800? Is that what the?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay, so this is this is the 14th executive car. And what a beautiful build decal. So the last year of the B body, the best motor you could get and the lowest production, 474 of that year, one of 386. Some of the books say there was only 95 of these, but I believe it was 386.
Yeah, and
Well, can we see the other 2 cars that you have for sale?
I have one other for sale, the Buick.
Okay, so you don't have a 32 Ford for sale? Maybe.
I do, maybe. I think it's either a 28 or a 32.
Yeah, it's not a 32.
I'm not even. Do you know that?
See how this door overlaps? That's when you're walking up to, if you're 28 to 32, you just well, it's not going to overlap. The door will be inset on 32, but you're also going to have your firewalls will be indented. Fuel petcock's going to be over there.
It does show somebody at some time replaced this top. So I don't know what that was about. But yeah, it's been sitting here probably for 15 or 20 years.
I am not a Model A expert, but it's definitely not a 32. That would be cool if it was.
Me and my old mentor, we restored a few of the early 30s cars, roadsters and stuff. But I guess this was going to be somebody's project and they just left it.
Neat car.
It is a neat car. It would have been nice to have a forklift.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's check out your Buick.
Well, it's weird the way it works. I own the buildings, but they're sitting on leased land.
Okay.
And that's where the problem there lies, is the land use. Yeah. It went from $1,500 a year to now they're wanting to charge monthly and only rent monthly. This is a 71 Buick GS.
Okay.
And stripped it down. All the parts are there to start the sheet metal repair process. I have the pockets where the core support sits, and it was included with the deal in Plymouth. I had to take it to get to Plymouth.
Gotcha.
And my idea for it was, I was thinking about doing the LS swap, but the actual engine was rebuilt by Solace Machine Shop here in the Valley, and it's sitting over there on an engine stand.
So the 350's already been done?
It's already been done, and it was well preserved, and I preserved it again just to be sure that nothing goes wrong with it. But yeah, it needed the whole floor pan. I got here, started to take out the dash, and realized that that was gone, so I have the new cowl panel and everything to go in. But yeah, all the sheet metal is pretty much there to repair it. And it was a highly optioned car.
Yeah, most of the GSs were. I mean, they were considered the executive hot rod, like a luxury Chevelle, if you will. Don't cringe when I say that. But
Right?
you had the Buick, Oldsmobile, and Chevrolet, and this was the executive hot rod. These were the highest trim line.
I was torn between the LS, and then I also have a 77 high performance 454 block and heads over there. Thought about maybe going old school, make a pavement ripper out of it.
Well, I don't think we could get this on the trailer even if we wanted it. That'd be tough.
Yeah,
My family. Yeah.
Okay.
We got our lunch.
All right, deal on the Model A.
on the Model A.
I'm going to pass on this just because it's going to be too difficult to load. But And I say Model A. It is a Model A. Right, James?
I don't know. You know that.
Yeah. I love the Roadrunner. It needs some rust repair.
Yeah.
And it's actually, it's a GTX. Is the Mopar term what everybody wants to use. Well, let's figure out how to get these on the trailer. Do you have a tractor here that runs?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got a small tractor, yeah.
Okay.
There's just stuff everywhere in here. That's all your stuff for a 383.
Okay, so there's quite a few cool high performance parts here. So we've got if you look at these, you can tell these are big block Mopar 440, but a tunnel ram, really cool. Offenhauser. So these are all three 440s, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I noticed some red ram cylinder heads down here.
Yeah, that's off of those early 331.
So these are 331s. You could tell by the way the spark plugs are going in. Now, were these off a well motor, or were they actually in a car?
No, they were water pump. They're long blocks. I have the blocks over there.
Okay.
I have all the parts to both engines.
And then I saw the valve covers are down here.
Yeah. Yeah. Valve covers, pans, intakes.
So these are way earlier than the 426 that everybody wants. However, a lot of the hot rod guys like the 331. Still a really neat motor.
Yeah, and there's even more heads, bell housings to them.
So a lot of 331 Red Ram Chrysler Hemi motors.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool.
there's big block Mopar heads here with 906 castings. And
Okay. Do you have any other carburetors?
let me show you some carburetors.
Love buying vintage Hollies when we can. A lot of times we end up using them just for parts when we're rebuilding them.
Chrysler big block distributors, and maybe a Chevrolet or two thrown in. Did I put any of them in here? These are all brand new rods, rebuilt distributors, rings, all big block Mopar stuff, 383 pistons. Wow. Yeah, this stuff has never been in an engine. That's the 440 laying there. Just out of a motor home. Edelbrocks, 2 Hollies, 2 Rochesters.
They've been here for a while.
That one.
Actually, that's a newer model, Holly.
Yeah, this one was rebuilt, but long ago, and was never put back on a car.
It's like a relatively small Equibor. And it's missing the air horn.
And I have a lot of the gaskets and stuff too, the carburetors.
Well, I'm interested in the 3 intakes and the, so 2 Hollies over there? And the 2 Hollies. Any idea what you want for that? 3 intakes, 2 Holly carburetors.
What's up?
So I went ahead and put the other carburetor on the back of that, just make it look itself at home. Other carburetors there. So we got 3 440 intakes and 3 Holly carburetors. Picks and shovels. It's not scared. I don't want to touch it. It'll make its mom mad.
Look at that, sir.
So the reason why we have this universal spare on the side of this big trailer is exactly for that. So we've got James on it today. We actually have a floor jack. We have our tools. We got air. Now, if the battery works on the winch of the trailer, I will be so proud of you.
I will too.
And we got a title.
Yeah, title, the bill of sale from her, a copy of her husband's death certificate, the Ohio title.
If you give me the keys, that'd be great. It has keys.
Five topped.
So the best place to put a radiator if you're hauling it back is back in the car, if you can get it in there. Look at that, original Pentastar,
Oh, wow.
original date code.
No kidding.
Pretty neat. Let's just put 1 or 2 bolts in it, or all of them, or whatever you feel like. So you can notice these holes back here. At least I'm trying to get the trunk, but anyway, Shane the owner says the Go Wings in the back, which is really cool. If you notice on the hood, one of the GTX emblems is missing. And I just happened to spot it. It's in the glove box. It's got both the pins on it. And it's got the insanely cool Roadrunner on the dash like the 71 we found. Look at this, James.
Sweet.
Boom. Boom. Let's put the hood on.
Ready to run.
All we need is a battery.
All we need is a battery.
In about a week. Outstanding. Oops, sorry, James.
You're good. Until then, Offenhauser. It's cool, huh? I like it.
I'm not a Model A expert, but I know enough to buy this. I believe it's a 27 or a 28. It has been in there for 52 years. Look at this. Actually, longer than that. We're going to do some new math. It's a 68, so that's 32 plus 24 is 56 years. 56 years. Get you some of that. All right, Jaime, it's been here for 56 years.
Really? That is so cool.
Last time it was inspected was 1968.
Oh, wow.
How neat is that?
That is very cool.
It being a Texas car, it's not going to be rusted.
Wow.
That is outstanding.
Absolutely amazing.
Boom. Now we've got a, appears to be complete, 27 or a 28. I'm guessing 28. What do you guys guess? And I don't know.
I don't have any way to do that. I have to lift it up.
We're just going to fit inside. I'll just kind of show you the crowning touch, James.
Looks beautiful. Now we just need now we need the grill now we need the grill itself. What's up, Zach?
The slats? You're asking for a lot now, James.
That I wish I could say, but
So James laid this intake over because we're strapping it down so that it will ride better, but tunnel ram with nitrous. Look at that. Look at that cheater setup. Unbelievable. Well, first of all, thanks for holding the Roadrunner GTX for us. I know you had a ton of interest in that, and we called you and you were kind enough to hold it. Very cool. Thanks for selling us the Model A.
oh, you're welcome. You're
Good caretaker, all this stuff, and the intakes are very cool.
Yeah, they were purchased long ago, and we just no one ever wanted to build an engine to use them, so they sat there.
Well, we're going to get them back out in circulation.
Awesome.
Last
Awesome.
question. What is your favorite local restaurant?
Local here,
Yes, sir.
there's two depending on what you want.
Okay.
If it's barbecue, there's Tucker's Barbecue, a little bit further north in town.
Did you say Tucker's Barbecue?
Tucker's, yeah.
Okay.
And the other one is Casablanca, right on down Liberty 77, First Light.
Casablanca.
Yep.
So we're relatively close to the border down here, right?
We're really close, yeah.
So is it authentic Mexican food or is it Tex-Mex?
Mexican food, if you want Mexican food, there's several in town. There's Tex-Mex and there is authentic Mexican food. It just depends on which one you land in.
But what type of food is Casablanca?
Casablanca has a mixture of Tex-Mex and American.
Okay. Are they both locally owned? Like is Tucker's a local person?
Yeah, everything is locally owned there, yeah.
I think we'll probably do Tucker's. And like, Zach may change my mind because he is a burrito fiend.
Well, I don't know where the best burrito is at, but I will say this, if you love Texas style barbecue, Tucker's is the place to be. And if you love home down Americana, Casablanca's the place to be.
We'll have to flip a coin on that. Well, if you're up for lunch, I'm buying. If not, thanks a ton for your time.
I'm good, man. I'm good. I ate a bunch for breakfast. The wife was off, so she cooked.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Thanks again for your time.
All
right, let's go eat. Well, apparently Tucker's hungover. They're not open. I want to try the Johnny Depp chalupas. See, she knew what that was.
No one gets that.
Oh, it's Sauvage or Savage.
Savage.
Did you get it, James?
Yeah.
I think you need some of that. You're such a hard worker. James needs something to make him smell better here. How about some Purell?
I need it. My hands are dirty.
Okay, we're waiting on you. Don't be shy.
Do the Ronnie burger. No bun, please.
No buns?
No buns.
With everything?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we are way south, aren't we?
We are.
Almost to Mexico. It looks like a traditional chip, doesn't it? It's thicker than what we see in Dallas. Super crunchy, that's what I like.
Yeah, I like them like that too.
We may have stumbled upon something here at Casablanca. What do you think, James?
It's really good so far. Let's see when the food gets here. Tea's good.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Can we have one more hot sauce, please?
Yeah. Anything else you need right now?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Tell you what, this hot sauce is amazing.
It's really good.
Really, really good. I don't even know the last time I had a chalupa, but
Looks good.
looks like fresh avocado.
They got a new thing called free shavacadoo.
Last time I ate a chalupa, I just ate it like this. What do you think, Jaime?
Looks like a mess.
It's even crunchy. That's good.
One bite, everybody knows the rules. Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Jenny, work tea?
Please.
Trying to make sure I've tasted everything.
That's the way to do it right there.
Tell you what, Casablanca's we're stopping just for hot sauce. This is completely different than anything you'd see in Dallas. It's almost like a mole sauce.
Yeah, it's, I don't know what it is, but it's really good.
Well, this has got to be Best Buy. The chalupa is right in the middle.
Pickle, bacon, cheese, avocado.
So we're at Casablanca, which is a Mexican food place. He got a hamburger, and Zach got chicken fried chicken. Gotta love these guys.
Even
All right, we're in Raymondville, Texas, Casablanca. I had the chalupas, which is actually fun. I don't know if it's fair to say it's a Mexican pizza, but
Close enough.
the hot sauce was the warm type of mole sauce.
Yeah.
Had a good bite to it. Chips were crispy.
They were really
Avocados were fresh.
Yes, they were.
And you got a hamburger and he got a fried chicken something. But anyways, you come to Casablanca, try the chalupas. Let's go home.
As always, please
Like,
Tag,
share, and follow.
but most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.
Smoke.
That's insane.
I love it.
Did you install that mini split up
I
there?
did. Yeah, it looks great. Wow.
Awesome.
Smokes.